Continuing my Waakye series, today I'm making Waakye Stew. If you are new, thanks for joining, and to my old golden members, I simply love you. You are the best. To begin with, I'm using protein, 1 full chicken. I'm adding my garlic, onion and ginger to the chicken, and I added salt to taste. For some time now, I've been using chicken in most of my recipe. I think I have to switch up, but don't worry. So I allow my chicken to boil, leave it on fire for some few minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, allow it to boil thoroughly so that the seasoning will enter, and then remove it from fire. Of late, I have a lot of leftover oil. I added it to my saucepan and added more oil, and then proceeded to add my chopped onion into the oil. The reason why I add onions into the oil is to flavor the oil. And guys, try this out and you wouldn't regret it. It just makes the atmosphere in your cooking area very awesome. Aside that, it also adds flavor to the chicken. It takes the chicken to another level. I allow it to fry gradually till it's golden brown. I do not allow the onion stay in the oil till it gets burnt. After the onion has caramelized and the flavors have incorporated into the oil, I gradually remove it out from the oil so that I can continue frying my chicken to golden brown, because I'm going to use this same onion in the preparation of the Waakye stew. So we don't want it to be bitter. We want to remove it whilst it has served its purpose in the oil. After a while, my chicken is well cooked. I proceed to remove it from fire. So here is my chicken. I've fried them beautifully and I'm proceeding to the next stage. This is my leftover filling for my vegetable pie. The link is above and in the description below. I am adding it into the blender because basically I'm not going to use it for anything. I then go ahead to add my onions, ginger, garlic. I also continue to add the caramelized onion and I basically add everything and then blend. So after blending, I set it aside and start my sauce. For my sauce, I add oil to the frying pan, continue to add my onion. I allow it to caramelize beautifully and then add my tomato paste. For the tomato paste, I am using 2 tins of tomato paste. I am not going to use fresh tomatoes. I'm only using tomato paste. So I continue to give it a stir and allow it to fry gradually and slowly. I'm not in a hurry preparing this stew. So as you can see, it is frying gradually and beautifully. I do not usually rush when I'm preparing stew because I want it to get well cooked. After a while, I add the blended ingredients into the sauce. To those of you who are new, this is Amane TV. I develop and recreate recipes from different kind of content creators. For my channel, the goal is to utilize the ingredients that I have into making food. I don't really go to the extreme if I don't have. There are 3 main goals for my channel. 1, to learn and better my cooking skills. 2, to utilize the ingredients that I have to make something edible. And 3, to encourage people that they can actually use what they have to create something unique. They can actually use what they have to create something similar like others. So this is the 3 goals of my channel. So stick with me, like the video, share my video, understand the concept and enjoy. To clean my blender, I do not use water. I take the stock of the chicken and rinse inside my blender and then continue to add the rest of the stock into the stew. I try my best to limit the water that is going to go in there because the Waakye stew has to cook thoroughly. So if I add more water, it will stay longer on fire. So I try my best to reduce the water, and that is the main reason why I did not use tomatoes, that's fresh tomatoes, because I wanted it to really cook well. So I give it a stir and then add the rest of my oil so that the stew doesn't boil and come out, so that the oil will give it a coating to minimize the boiling from spilling all over the floor. And guys, for this waakye stew, I'm using what I have, what is available, and the stew tasted good. It tasted really awesome. Anyone that ate the food, ate my waakye, really did enjoy it because I allowed it to thoroughly cook on fire. So after a while, I add my smoked fish. And guys, this is Amane. I smoked it at home. So I take the quantity that I want, shred it into pieces, and then add it to my stew. And guys, this takes the stew to another level. Trust me. A lot of people do add Amane powder. That's the fish powder. I don't have fish powder. So this is what I used. And oh my goodness, this stew was delicious. Was very delicious. And the reason why I could get the brownish color, that's the waakye stew color, was because I allowed it to sit on fire for a long time. Most of the times when you add a fish powder, it changes the color quickly, but it's okay. I continue to add my black pepper. I thought I was putting black pepper in the stew, but it looks like most of it flew away. Sorry, I didn't even notice it when I was cooking. As I'm editing, I'm noticing that most of my black pepper flew away. So I gave my stew a quick stir and then allow it to continue boiling or stewing. And guys, for this stew, you have to keep stirring. I make sure I stir continuously. So guys, after a while, you can clearly see that the color has changed. It is looking brownish, but we don't want it too brownish. So this color is absolutely perfect for me. And for this stew in particular, I do not add pepper. No sort of pepper, no type of pepper. The black pepper even flew away. Check in the description below to see the delicious shito I made using Sweet Jelly's recipe. So after a while, the stew is thoroughly cooked. It is looking well cooked, and I can proceed to remove it from fire. If you want it to be more brown than this, you can still leave it on fire, but this is okay for me. Simple waakye stew with minimal ingredients, 100% tasty. And this waakye stew in combination to the shito that I made, oh my goodness, it's a top notch. So guys, don't hesitate to try. I have tried mine and I simply love it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you so much. Don't forget to share the video to friends and family. Like this video to support your girl. Comment down below your thoughts and opinion on this stew. Have you ever tried it before? Have you ever made waakye stew before? Comment down below. Subscribe for more videos like this. I love you, and remember that forgiving heals. So make sure you forgive anyone who offends you. Just let it go and you will be healed. Thank you, and until next time.